I think we're still gonna be safe and nice. Let's go. Yes. That tendency may change quite soon. Hi guys, my name is Anna. I hope you know that, and it's not your first time you're checking my videos. And today we're gonna be trading. I put it for the rest because I get a little bit tired of different and difficult types of strategies, and for myself also. Nice and working and perfect strategy for all of us, just for the rest. And guys, we're just gonna be back and just gonna be having another trading for our profits, for our learning process, for all of our results that we can actually have from it. And that's gonna be MACD. I've been making so many videos and I've been dreaming about that indicator so badly, just because that's my favorite one. That's the perfect one. And you can be almost 100% sure about all of the signals that you are having from it. And if you're gonna be just combine that with the CCI, that's gonna be the nicest. What about the fractal? I hope if you've been using that, you know that it's just the indicator that help you, to help you to fly. Because when you are flying, you have this is like a left and this is right, something like that, the type of direction, but all the sky is clear for you. And this is all about the fractal, I think. But if you talk about the MACD, this is like a route. This is like the same as a road. It's like a roadmap. And it's working kind of good for the future, for the next 30 seconds sometimes. And that's a lot. In trading, that's a lot. Of course, that's not like working 100% for all type of situations or something like that. But anyway, this is must-have indicator. And definitely we're for some downward trend. Look at that. The fractal showing us we just get downward and the upward trend just ended. MACD green line below the orange line. All candles are below zero and orange. That's it. And even the CCI showing us we're at the lowest part of its own chart. If it's flat in the lowest part, that means we gotta get downward anyway. But the thing that it's flat, just being a little bit in the middle like now, that means that it could be not that drastically, could be playing with some green candles, or just safely getting downward. Yes, here we are. So guys, let's check it out. I think we're still gonna be safe and nice, and MACD showing me that it's still okay. The tendency is still just getting downward, because out of the CCI and the green candles and the fractal, we are not receiving that info because it is plain. And now you may see that the candle of the MACD started to get green. It doesn't mean that it's going to be keeping like that, but this is the first sign that may change. That tendency may change quite soon. Let's get further, and definitely that's the upward trend. And I want to talk about the fractal. The fractal is just showing it, but it still doesn't, because it's going to react a little bit later when it's all going to be settled up. And MACD green line above the orange line, the candles are green and also above zero. Yep, it's not that big, not that drastic, but anyway, CCI is still like that, a little bit flat, and even if it's growing like, kind of slowly. That means that we may have these orange candles, or we may have even like a letter. But I hope it's gonna be fine, because MACD already started to give me some orange candles and line trying to get closer and closer. Don't forget, when MACD line's crossing, that means that it's going to be changing. So out of that CCI, just as I told you, I've been predicting that it's going to be the slowly movement, or maybe that's the plateau already. What I mean by plateau, that means this is like a stage, a step from which we're going to be changing the trend. How about this one? I think that's the peak, and in that case, I cannot say that I'm going to be trusting the fractal, but I can read it. MACD lines trying to cross, the candles turning to be orange and trying to get below zero. CCI showing us we gotta get downward, but CCI may react just on the candles, so we need firstly to get that impression and then to double that with the CCI. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Not that fast as we wanted, not that fast. But let's go. Yes, correct. It is fine. It is fine. We could actually enter a little bit later and maybe that would be better for our nerve system. What about this one? I think we are rising and that's the end of it. And it was even easy because when I just thought about that, the orange candle just appeared. And you may see that the CCI showing us that was drastic. And what about the MACD? That's complicated because two lines just combined. The candles, we can read it. We can read that it's going to be orange and the line may get downward. But actually out of that situation were all lines, and you may see it being continuing. So this high volatility, not the safe one. I mean, that's safe and just the last one. When we are trying to see that it's opening and showing us the nice and clear direction, but while it is going like that, it is not safe. That means the chart may be on the same level. But in our case, right here, I cannot say that. I cannot say that it's just a flat, and this is just the perfect picture of this high volatility. This is just the play-in. Don't forget about the period of the candles. This is 15 seconds candles, and this is not the same as the 30 second. And that's why here on the indicator, we may see that it's like a flat, but on the chart, we see some candles like that. And one more. Definitely that's the bottom. And that's so definite and that's so clear just because we see that indicators. Without that indicator, that actually with different indicators, with some, I don't know, Kellner channel or any tunnel channel indicator, that could be a little bit not that clear because we couldn't have, you know, that's clear signs that, okay, that's the bottom and we ended. Because, okay, that's the bottom, are we going to be continuing or are we not going to be continuing? So MACD in that case, the best one. Again, and again. Me just being so so repeating myself in just, I don't know, in loving that indicator. Yep, so this is the crossing. The line get above. The candles get green and above. And safely, especially when you enter that in the bottom, you are just safely, even if the level is not that high, you are in the safest position for now. Guys, this is it. That was 5 bets where we actually test that strategy, and just as always, MACD, and that's the perfect one. So if you are looking for some indicator to start with, this is the best one, and I say it again and again.